What I've been doing is going through buckets that I found on my first stop during rubbish week. You guys, I'll show you that right now. I run a couple of YouTube pages. One of them where I do scrapping metal and melting metal and that kind of thing. So
Right on.
yeah, so this is a big week, rubbish week.
Awesome.
So I get some good videos out, so it's pretty cool.
Right on, man.
Yeah, man, so I appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure.
All kinds of good stuff. Brass. Couple brass pieces right there. Look at that. Piece of copper. Ooh, wow. All kinds of tchotchkes in there. Looks like there might be some brass in there too. But that's where I was just getting all kinds of random metal stuff. I've been sorting through it. And right now, this isn't all the brass, but this is a good chunk of it. And the amount of brass that's in here is amazing. Just tons of these brass screws. So it's a very big chunk right there. I also have another bucket over there that has all my non-ferrous stuff. And then this is my pile of stuff that I don't know what to do with. Like, I'll probably scrap this out, nothing you could do. But I found a bunch of these. They're like roller balls. And I don't know what they're for. You guys tell me what they're for? Because I got a whole bunch of them. I don't know. They're probably for really old cars. Maybe. I don't know. Do these things have any value? Will anybody buy them or want to buy them? I don't know what that is. And then I've got 4 of these. On the inside it says Domes of Silence. This kind of looks like something that would be in a car. Really nice brass piece here. I think this is probably cast aluminum, maybe. It's not a big deal. This thing's pretty cool. I don't know what this is either, but this is all brass, as you can see. This looks like a hole punch of some kind, I don't know. Here's another thing I didn't know what it was. That's brass. This came off of, or this, I don't know, I don't think I got this off of anything. It was just in one of the boxes and it's brass. Don't know. And then what was cool about this, and I think I have more somewhere, but this is the guy's deer tag, and you can see it says 1971 Wisconsin resident deer. So that's 71. That's 73. That's 1970. So that's pretty cool. I'm gonna keep those. Finch. It's a cork. So I don't know what that would be for. Got just a little bit of copper here and cast aluminum here. This is pot metal. You can see on the inside where it's bumpy and shiny. Classic pot metal. Then found a whole bunch of these. It's all aluminum. They won't add up to anything, but so what I'm going to keep doing is going through these buckets and pulling out the non-ferrous stuff. See, there's more cast. It's probably going to be pot metal. Some of these pieces have brass on them, so there's a piece right there. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go through that, and then originally I had started putting all of my non-ferrous stuff in a bucket, and so there's copper and brass and aluminum and all kinds. So I need to now go through that and separate it out. But yeah, let me know what these things are. I think they're kind of cool, and if you know someone wanted one, then I could sell it, but I don't know if there's a market for these things or not. They don't roll easily because they're rusty. Okay, I don't know what this thing is. It's brass, I guess. Doesn't look yellow. Thought I used the grinder on this. Yeah, right there. It almost doesn't look yellow, but it's not magnetic either, so I don't know. I have to assume it's brass. There's another thing I found. It says handy button on it. So it's sharp. Anybody know what that's for? Is that auto related? Then I found this spike nail, and it's copper. I thought that was cool. I could use that. This is kind of set up like that. Okay, this is a handy button, it says. But this is the piece I just pulled out of the bucket a second ago. So I'm going to get the brass off of that. What's this say? Silence. Oh, domes of silence. And these things say domes of silence on them. So do these go together somehow? I don't know. I'm going to leave this with it for now, in case it has value and somebody wants it. So here's one thing. It's just for a movie that came out. It's from the Hooray for Hollywood collection. Treacherous Beauties, 1994, lead actress Emma Samms. Means nothing to me, but I'm curious if it's zinc. Because I thought it would be brass, but here it is leaking out. So yeah, that is zinc. Set that aside, let it cool off. This was in my wire bucket. I wonder if my wife put it in there. I'll be darned. Well, Let's hope she meant to put it in there because I just cut it up. I've never seen such a big bucket of random crap. It's very, very thin piece of brass. Another piece of copper. Look at this. It's pretty cool. Mustang keychain. Definitely gonna keep that. Clean it up. Heck yeah. I'm pretty sure I could sell that thing. So I come across a lot of stuff like this where I'm just going to put it into shred, but they have brass screws on the side of them. Well, so this one's going to be difficult. Just going to trim off the whole thing. Okay, that's brass. Cast aluminum. That's not magnetic. Copper. That is brass as well. And the reason why I'm looking so closely is because there's been a lot of hardware, screws and nuts and bolts and stuff that have been brass. Postage guaranteed. Finder deposit any mailbox. Disabled American Veterans National Headquarters. Finder deposit any mailbox. Disabled American Veterans. Then it's got what looks like a license plate. It says America's Dairyland. April of 1965. Let's see, here's a piece of brass. This just looks like all nuts, bolts, screws. That's plastic. Aluminum bottle opener. Okay, so nothing. 3/8 socket. Yeah, might as well keep that. This is gonna be zinc. Both of these are zinc. And the rest of this is steel. these little, wow, look at that. These little things are brass. Glad I checked. It's a nice little find. I've got one more of these, I believe. Good wire. These are all steel, I believe. Got them all tied together, man. This guy has a ton of these plugs and outlets, and now these things. He must have really worked on a lot of lamps for some reason. I don't think there's anything on them. No, it's all just scrap. All shred. That's magnetic. Couple pots and pans. Yeah, these are always aluminum. Wow, look at this. It's a coat hanger. It has all kinds of brackets and hinges on it. Weird. That's all shred steel. Toilet paper holder. And that's it for that bucket. I'm going to check this real quick. It looks like it's just a random piece of steel stock because it's not magnetic, but it looks like, kind of feels like, yeah, it's lead because I can bend it. I'm not even going to melt it. I know it's lead. I have a lead sinker here, so we'll put that somewhere. Now, this is all the stuff I had separated out before. This thing's kind of cool, so I'm not going to scrap that. I think I'm going to have to, that's plastic. Going to have to take these apart somehow, I think, because there's some plastic pieces in here. Maybe you don't have to do it, but I don't know why the, one little brass washer on this thing. Okay. Yeah, I was working on these the other day. It just seems like a waste of time almost because they're aluminum, but they're so stinking light. This is all brass though. That's nice. Huh. You guys probably remember these, or maybe not, but they're pot metal. They're not brass. I thought they were. So that goes into the cast aluminum. A ton of these brass, I don't know, they're plates, but it looks like they came off of lamps. This guy worked on lamps so much. And here's again this thing, I don't know what it is. Looks like it pushes something flat, but I'm definitely keeping that. It's got to be aluminum. I'll throw all this in the brass. That. Brass hinges. And the tiniest of screws in there. This is an old lamp. That'll take some time. It's brass. I don't know what that is, but I like it. Looks like a little torture device. Here's a weather vane. This thing's brass. Down here it is anyway. Yeah, it looks like the whole thing is solid brass. That is freaking cool. And I'm not going to get rid of that. This is aluminum. This is cast aluminum. Hose. This is all stuff that I found in my first sort. One of my first videos. So basically anything that was non-ferrous, I just threw it into the one bin and said I was going to separate it another time. Yeah, this guy worked on a lot of lamps. These old clothespins. doorknob stuff. That's cast aluminum in that doorknob. Okay. Put that in the cast. Couple of pop rivets, tiny bit of copper there. This has to be, I don't know. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that it's brass. It is really heavy. That is a real solid chunk. Nice. Platter chuck, that's cast aluminum. Solid brass. And a key. I've got keys stashed somewhere. Switches and outlets. Where's ink? Outside handle part is brass. I wonder if this is cast or zinc. It is. It's starting to melt. Well, that's one way. Now I don't have to waste that brass. It's pretty cool. Tell you what, doors are tricky, man. Another packet of brass hinges with really tiny screws. That's my copper bucket. Then this spoon is not magnetic. I can't read it. I mean, that kind of looks like, what do you call it? So that's it for my non-ferrous bucket from that first one. So we've basically gone through everything. I don't know what to do with this, because there's cast aluminum on it, and then this is brass. So I'm going to put this bucket of brass on the scale and see how much we have so far. Probably not going to get much more than that from this haul. Maybe a little bit, but this is the majority of it. Okay, so 18.3 subtract 2, so 16 pounds times $2.75, around there. Conservative will go 250 if prices have dropped. 16.3 times 250. That's some money right there. I also found a sticker in there. Black markets matter, with pot leaves all around it. I'm gonna polish this spoon a little bit and see if it's sterling. Nope, nope, nope. Silver plate. Cast. It's all brass though, as is that. And this is cast. Plastic. Oh, screws out. Copper there. Cast. Here's another one. Okay, it all goes. Ever see a couple of hobos by a burn barrel?